welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I am Emma. I am the creator of The Twerking Nun. I sell cute, uplifting stickers on Etsy that are here to spread joy and positivity to the world, along with spreading awareness in mental health. So we are going to be doing an unboxing video of my brand new M4 chip iPad Pro. So let's get into this video. So I'm going to do a little unboxing and then we will go over all of the key features that this iPad has, along with my honest review as an artist on whether or not this is a good purchase. So I also got the Magic Keyboard and then the Apple Pencil Pro. So we will talk about all of those things. So you do have to upgrade the accessories with the iPad if you are wanting to get the Magic Keyboard and the Apple Pencil. That is something to keep in mind. So let's go head over to the unboxing. Now that we have this little beauty unboxed, let's get into some of the key features that this iPad offers. Just a quick backstory for me. So I'm originally coming from an iPad Air 4th generation. So I've had my iPad for quite some time. Once I opened up my business, I did realize that, I needed something a little bit more powerful. I started to notice that my iPad Air would get hot at times when I was working on Procreate. So that was a bit of a concern for me, and then I started to notice that my iPad Air started getting a lot slower. It was really becoming an inconvenience working on my iPad, so that's kind of when I decided it was time for an upgrade. Coming from an iPad Air 4th generation to an iPad Pro M4 chip is going to be a huge spec jump. So my opinion might be extremely biased based off of this, but if you are coming from another M chip, it might not be as big of a difference. There are some cool key features in here that are different from all of the other iPads. I was really excited about the Apple Pencil and its new gestures, all of that. So overall, I was extremely excited about this purchase. So I did the unboxing a couple weeks ago. So I've had my hands on this for a few weeks, working on my business full throttle. First things first, the size. You have two size options. You have the 11-inch or the 13-inch. I wanted to get the 13-inch to be able to use it for Procreate, but also use it for SEO research and kind of have it just mimic my MacBook along with my iPad at the same time. So that's also why I got the Magic Keyboard too. I got it in the silver. It is so thin. Like my iPad Air, it was super light device and I didn't think that it could get lighter. I feel like this is so much lighter than even my iPad Air, and it's bigger, but it's lighter. So it is amazing. It is so tiny. It is so thin. It is thin, but it still feels sturdy at the same time, which is nice. I personally like the 13-inch for the sake of being able to use it kind of as a computer along with using it for Procreate. I like the bigger screen. I usually take this with me to work, so I'm able to work on this on my lunch. It's pretty portable. I just kind of put it in a bag and call it a day. It's in my Magic Keyboard case, so it feels pretty secure and sturdy. So I like it. I don't have any complaints about it. It's not really that much more difficult to travel with in comparison to the 11-inch, but I get it. You know, the 11-inch is more compact, a little bit easier to travel with, but realistically, since this is so light and the case is pretty light, it's really not that big of a deal. So there is a huge spec bump on this. Obviously, for my iPad Air 4th generation, it's going to be a gigantic spec bump, but this is an M4 chip, which means it is extremely powerful. And something that I've noticed that I do often is I go on here to do a lot of like CapCut editing and go on Procreate and stuff like that. So I know that that's been kind of a concern for some people about no fans being in the iPad. I've been editing on CapCut all of my YouTube videos and everything like that, and I haven't noticed it getting hot, so that's awesome. When I was editing on my computer, it would definitely get hot. The fans would turn on and kick on right away, so I'm definitely keeping an eye on that. The battery lasts such a long time. My iPad 4th generation would last maybe a day. It would die pretty quickly. The new iPad takes about almost 2 days for it to die. From what I've noticed, constantly working on it. This iPad is 1.5 times faster than the previous generation of iPad Pro, so it is a beast. This is a beast. This is a tiny little thin beast we got here. This iPad has the Ultra Retina XDR display. Apple explained it as 2 OLED screens put together, so it brings very vibrant, very beautiful colors, and it makes them pop. Looking at my drawings from before on my iPad 4th gen to this has been a big difference. When I send out my stickers to get printed, it is way more accurate in the color scale and all of that. So it has been amazing. I am absolutely in love with the new screen and the new display. I cannot get over it. It is sharp, it is clean, it is gorgeous. I just heard that the nano texture wasn't as durable, and I didn't like the fact that it didn't go all the way out to the bezels. So I decided to just kind of stick with the standard glass to make it a little bit cheaper for myself. And I decided to get Paperlike, and it is amazing. I absolutely love Paperlike. They have this like little ergonomic thing for your pencil too, and I honestly didn't think that I was gonna love it so much, but I actually really like it. It actually feels so much better because like you can tell when your hand starts getting tired when you've been drawing a lot, but this really kind of makes it feel lighter. So I'm not a sponsor of Paperlike. I just love the product so much. So if you are an artist and you use your iPad to draw, get Paperlike because you are gonna be obsessed with it. And then also something that I got with the Paperlike, so I got the Paperlike screen protector, the Paperlike little pencil squeeze, and then I also got like a little glove for the Paperlike because I noticed that, you know, working on a 13-inch iPad, you do have to kind of rest your hand on the iPad. And so when you're on Procreate, some of those hand motions can get caught and read as an action. So that glove actually helps prevent that from happening, and then it also cleans the screen at the same time. So it's really cool, really well thought out. Love it. 10 out of 10. Recommend getting the little Paperlike setup. Something obviously super new is the landscape camera. It is amazing. It works perfect in the Magic Keyboard. When they designed the landscape camera, they also had to design a whole new pencil because it wasn't going to connect the same with the old generations. So that's why we needed to do a whole new pencil. And then there's also some like little upgrades here with like Final Cut Pro that they have for the iPad. That's gonna be exciting. I haven't tried it out yet, but I am kind of debating on it because I am currently using CapCut right now, and sometimes CapCut is a little freaking stinking and causes me issues. So probably will be going into Final Cut Pro at some point. So this is the Apple Pencil Pro. It is amazing. This is one of the main reasons why I wanted to make an upgrade at all. You gotta get used to how to use it because at first it is very weird feeling. It is very different. The Apple Pencil has the new squeeze feature along with the barrel roll, which is something very interesting. They actually put a gyroscope inside of the pencil to be able to make this move correctly. It is very nice, especially coming from an artist perspective. Something that I noticed when I first got the pencil, I noticed that, you know, it's really easy to kind of like accidentally open up the gestures even though I didn't want them to. So you are able to change and adjust your squeeze grip, which is something that's really nice. You are able to edit your gestures to be personalized to you. So you can have certain things opening up. So for me specifically, I have my squeeze that opens up my color palette, and then I have my double tap that goes from the previous tool to the erase. So, which is generally pencil to erase. This Apple Pencil now supports Find My, which is amazing because I feel like there was so much time during the past couple of years of me having my iPad and my Apple Pencil was I kept losing my Apple Pencil all the time, because every single time that I lost it, literally every single time, I was like, why the heck do we not have Find My and my Apple Pencil? So let's get into the Magic Keyboard. Soft touch material. It's nice, but I'm a little nervous I'm gonna mess it up. That's the only thing. So the Magic Keyboard has the aluminum material on here, and then it also has the function row that they added. They also added the haptic feedback on the trackpad, and I believe the trackpad is a little bit larger as well. So coming from a MacBook, I absolutely love the Magic Keyboard, but I also really like the haptic feedback on the trackpad. That makes it just feel so much more like a MacBook. There's one thing that I have noticed though, that it is very top heavy, of course. Not so much when you're on like a flat surface, when you're on like a table or anything like that, but I like to do a lot of editing or drawing in bed, mostly editing. So I'll have my Magic Keyboard out, and I do notice that it is very top heavy when I'm in bed, and it tends to fall over quite a bit. So that is something that is a little irritating. That's the only thing, but everything else besides that, like, it is great. It's super thin still, even in its case. It's really not that heavy. It's not as heavy as a MacBook. It just feels like a lot slimmer. Like, even though it's a whole case, and even though it's an iPad and a whole case with a keyboard, it's really slim. Being an artist and a small business owner, I feel like it has been such an amazing upgrade that I needed. Other than that, I actually really enjoy this. I absolutely love my setup. This is something I'm so excited to work on every single day. That being said, do I like my iPad Pro? 100%. Am I going to keep it? 100%. It has been game changer for me. So if you are someone who has an older generation iPad, it will definitely be a game changer for you as well. I absolutely think the display is beautiful. I absolutely love the new Apple Pencil with the new features and everything that it offers. I love the Magic Keyboard. I'm going to be keeping everything. So it is a good, powerful tool to have as a shop owner. One thing, I will definitely be patiently waiting for an update in the iPad OS, just to see what is in store for us and what is to be expected of that. So that'll be exciting come the new year, but I am hoping that we get more features in the future. Thank you so much for joining me today in this fun little unboxing video. I hope that you guys enjoyed, and I hope that I was able to kind of give you a good little insight from an artist perspective on my thoughts and my reviews for the new iPad Pro M4 chip, along with the Apple Pencil and the Magic Keyboard. Without further ado, stay silly, my friends.